NASA says it's ending an International Space Station mission early because of a medical issue. The agency saying a crew member has a medical situation in orbit. And officials say the astronaut is now stable and will be brought home with 3 other team members out of an abundance of caution. NASA's chief health and medical officer says that this is the first ever medical evacuation from the ISS. So joining me now is retired NASA astronaut Cady Coleman. And Cady, first, thank you for your time. But listen, when a medical issue arises in orbit, first, what are the capabilities the crew has? And also, who's in charge of typically leading the medical response?
Well, I hadn't thought about exactly who's in charge of leading the response. I would say almost always the commander of the station. And at the same time, if it's something on the U.S. side, we're probably going to be have the U.S. commander doing that. We have enormous capabilities there. We have so much instrumentation. We have a physical, I would say at least every month. So many scientists. You can see actually some of these pieces of equipment on the walls here in the video. It's packed with equipment. And there's really so many investigations that we're also doing, and that equipment is valuable as well. I'm not sure what kind was needed in this case, but my understanding, Alex, is that what they couldn't do, and they didn't have enough equipment or the right kind for, is to be able to really assess this, whatever this problem is, and whether it is safe enough to stay in orbit for a longer period of time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, we've been monitoring this for now at least a day or so. I'm curious, what's prevented the crew from leaving the ISS early? I mean, why haven't they returned to Earth already?
Well, they're emphasizing that this is not an emergency evacuation of the station. It is more that they've decided they need to come home early. And that means within the safest circumstances that they can. They're looking for good weather, for good, timing in terms of the deorbit. And so for them, there's just no sense in sort of jumping quickly when there's no need for that. It's not an emergent situation. It's just that waiting a few weeks, when a few weeks could turn into even longer, as we've seen, is not the right thing. And so they're coming home as soon as is practical.
Well, and Cady, I think it's pretty notable hearing from NASA's chief health and medical officer that this is the first ever medical evacuation from the ISS. Is this just a streak of good luck, or are there preventative measures that are put in place?
There's certainly probably some good luck involved there, but really it's the preventative measures that are in there. And that's why I think we haven't had this. If they looked at their calculations, and they should have one of these kinds of issues every 3 years, but they haven't. And I think it's because we have such good practices, good crew health monitoring, and that's why.
Gotcha. Well, let's hope that they kick off another streak really shortly from now. Cady Coleman, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.